Good afternoon, everybody. I had to think, is it morning? Is it afternoon? It's been one of those days today. How are you all? Now, if you are first in the house with me, if you're joining me, whether you're on YouTube, YouTube, or Facebook, please do give me a thumbs up, and most of all, pop me a note in the comments so I know you are present with me and that everything is broadcasting as it should. So this is my new platform, which enables me to reach a wider audience. So I'm broadcasting from my Facebook page. I think I said my Facebook page rather than my Facebook group, because the platform I'm streaming from is not very easy to stream from the group. So welcome everybody. Because I can't see who's actually in the house, so to speak, unless you comment. So if you could do that, that would be amazing. Now, just tuning in to give you a quick recap on what we did last week and what we've got coming up, and give you a sneaky peek of some of the bead strands. Our lovely Frances has been very busy. Now, last week's tutorial was making a beaded chain necklace. So we've got the link chain on one of these cone ends. We'd also got the crimping chain and these gorgeous tulip beads. I used some frosted rose quartz actually in the sample one. Where are we? Now, the good news is, now that I'm streaming on both platforms, it will go straight to YouTube, which means I don't have to do any more editing. It goes live and it goes straight on YouTube. And so it's really going to be a saver for me. And for you, hopefully it will mean that you've got a central point that you can go to without having to fiddle around and find the tutorial in the Facebook group. Now, all my name is streamlined across all of the platforms: Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. It's Beads by Virtual. So make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel. But it'd be really interesting to know how many of you that normally join me on Facebook prefer YouTube. It'd be really good to know. So do let me know. Okay, now let's have a look at what we're going to do this week. Now, it's one I've promised you for a little while, and I've done a few different samples. Now, this is using waxed thread and large hole beads. And so we've got a lovely sort of chocolate brown cords and large hole beads. And then, let me see if I can, oh, that was not a good idea. I just turned my basket upside down, which is full of rubbish. Not a good look. So that's that one. The other one is slightly bigger beads. Really enjoyed doing these. With some gorgeous sort of rose beads. Now, these beads and findings are going to be on my website. There's a new page. Let me just pull it up. Show. There we go. Now, this is the page that you can access the links to watching the actual tutorials and how you can have also how you can have, that's not a very good word or phrase, you've also got access to buying the materials, so you haven't got to keep shopping through to try and find it. Obviously, there's only a selection of materials I'll link in, so you might need to message me if there's anything that you need. This one, in my mind, I'm thinking, okay, what happens if the beads I want don't have large holes? Hello, Carrie. And what I've devised is another way of doing it. So we've got threads at the top, but we've got tiger tail at the bottom. And I love these. I've just bought a dress. This will match really nicely with shell pearls. Now, it made me realise I was watching this live TV, can't mention any names, which is a really well-priced TV show. And the shell pearls were going for £10 a strand. Admittedly, there was a lot more in the strand, but it makes me realise you do get some good bargains. You really do, because they're nowhere near that. So I will make up some shell pearl strands. And should we go on the overhead and have a little look? Now, if you're watching from YouTube and you want to join our Facebook group, because you can buy materials from the Facebook group, we have lots of bargains in there as well. I'm just going to pop up the Facebook group link as well. And do make sure that you join us, because that's where literally we've got loads of sale bargains, one-off strands that it's really not worth me photographing and uploading onto the website. So you get lots of good bargains in there as well. And the website, that's the website as well. There we go. Now, you have to bear with me because I'm just getting used to using all of this new tech. Right, there we go. There's the overhead. So, Carrie, just let me know if you can see me, you can hear me okay. If we've got anybody else with us, don't be shy. Do let us know if you're watching. To comment on YouTube, you will need to be logged in. If not, hop on over to Facebook and pop us a comment. Now, if you're new on YouTube, hello, Suzanne. Lovely to have you join. Suzanne is watching from YouTube. So a very big welcome to you, Suzanne. It's lovely to have you. Now, this is what we did the previous week in our Facebook group, which you'll now, as you know, you'll get the benefit of it as well in YouTube. So we did some wire wrap loops. So that's what we did. Now I'm going to give you a quick show of some of the bead strands we've got in the group. Little as 50p. You really, really can't go wrong. Let's just take that banner off. So we'd love to know, right, let me take that off, hide, there we go. Oh, ticker, don't want that. So we'd love to know, Suzanne, if I just popped up on your feed on YouTube, do you normally follow me, or, you know, just how did you find me? Lovely to hear from you. Right, let's start with the bargains, shall we? I haven't checked to see what we've got left, but honestly, if you want to fill up your stash, just hop on over to the group. If you look at media, photos and media, you'll be able to see what's on there. Right, going the wrong way. We want to go that way, don't we? Oh. On this new tech, it's all a roundabout face. I'm new, watching from Alberta in Canada. Well, how lovely. Now, Suzanne, if you did want to buy anything, there's no pressure. It's just lovely to have you join. But sometimes it's nice to know, because we're in the UK, as you probably gathered, and I do have people buying from Australia, from America. Never had anybody buy from Canada before. But if there's anything you want to buy, just comment in the Facebook group what you'd like. We calculate it all. I do sort of once a week update, maybe every 3-4 days or once a week, and I calculate the postage, so you can choose if you want basic postage or if you want it combined. I keep postage as low as possible. I only add a little bit on there just to include for like bubble wrap and things like that. So these are jade. I think these are £1.50 or something ridiculous. Now the crackle glass, the strands that I've got, I'm not quite sure what I've got left. These are a bundle. I have a feeling that Brianna, who's our lovely lady in Australia, has bought quite a few of these. I'm pretty sure these are 75p a strand. They're end of sale. I just want to clear the decks and make room for new stock. Oh, you came across a video and had to check it out. Well, that's lovely to hear. And tell us what sort of things you like to do as well. That would be really nice. You know, are you new to jewellery making? Do you have a specific medium? And Carrie as well, you know, because people don't know you as well, is perhaps you'd like to share what your favourite medium is as well. And I see you've been doing a lot of gorgeous bead embroidery. These I think are 75p as well. They're quite long strands, 10mm. And what I can do on this as well is I can actually pop up your comments on the feed. So these, I think I've got one of these left. I think there's something ridiculous like £1. This is check glass, and that's howlite. Then these are like opal fruits. Gorgeous, gorgeous colours. These some more of our lovely Frances. Frances is a friend of mine, Suzanne, that is an absolute love, and she spends hours stringing beads for me, and she does all the designing. And a lot of these that I'm going to show you are one-offs, and they're just straight ready to put into a project. And in fact, we string them mostly on tiger tail, so most of the time you can just take the crimp beads off the end and put it straight into your project. So these, I can't remember how much they are, but very cheap. And we've got connectors on there. Now these, I think these are my favourites, absolute favourites. Again, designed by our lovely Frances. Let's just get in a bit closer, shall we? So really intrigued as well, Suzanne, what time is it over in Canada? Now, these are baked glass beads with crystals. And this little bead in the middle. We are a really friendly group, and we have a little beaders chat group as well, don't we, Carrie? So we've got a little tree of life centre point there as well. That's gorgeous. I think that's my fave. We've also got, right, some whale tails. Whale tails, gorgeous. I'm going to have to see if I can switch it so it's not mirrored, because I don't like it when it's mirrored. It really confuses me. Really confuses me. So there we are. There's a few. There. And oh, I've got a 4-strand bundle as well. So Suzanne says she's been beading for a year now. She's been making earrings and tried Christmas baubles this year. Very much loving doing tiny beads, intricate and shiny, peyote and bezels. Well, absolutely join us for the tutorials because we do a bit of everything. I'm a bit of a jewelry butterfly, Suzanne. I like to dabble with a bit of everything with jewelry making, and that includes beading with seed beads. So this is a 4-strand bundle. I think it's only something ridiculous like £2.50. Sorry, my hands are everywhere. And Suzanne says it's 8:30 a.m. in the morning. My mum used to live in Canada. I know Canada's a very big place. My mum used to live in Ottawa. And you'll see my mum because next week, Mum and I are doing our auction in the Facebook group where you get even more bargains. We do, don't we, Carrie? And we have a good giggle during the auction as well. Even if you don't want to buy, just come and join us. Bring yourself a cup of tea or whatever your thing is. So again, more baked beads, not baked beans, baked beads. And I've got another date for Jewelry Maker as well. So I've just started out on Jewelry Maker as a guest designer, as most of you know. And I think my next date, let me just double check, is February 18th. So that's my next date. Now I'm going to show you some of the strands that went on today. I've got far too many to show you. I'll be right. Oh, I'm just putting too many on. Okay, so we've got these strands. Is that so? Your mum would be shocked and unimpressed at how much our dollar is suffering right now. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Excuse me while I just get myself organised. Frances has got a really gorgeous Eastern vibe going at the moment with her bead stringing. Look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? And I've been doing a bit of research, and this year's colours are sort of creams and browns and pastels. So this would really go nicely with the palette. And we've got, isn't that gorgeous? Absolutely beautiful. I'll just show you a few more and then, but go and have a look. So we've got these baked beads, not baked beans, 4mm. And oh, let's pick out some other colours. We've got a bit of an emerald vibe going on as well. Let me just show you some of these, because it really is quite difficult sometimes to actually get an idea online as to what the beads look like. These are like a gorgeous mossy emerald green. Carrie says, I've only been beading 1.5 years, always learn new things on this group. Thank you. We do. And we do share between us as well. So it's not just, hopefully not just me all the time. We do share suggestions and ideas as well. There we go. What's the other one? Just making sure I pick ones up that, oh, these are lovely, lovely, lovely. Now, before we go, I said to you that we're going to start doing a coffee morning stroke afternoon. Well, we're going to start it next Wednesday. So you can watch on YouTube, you can watch on Facebook. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick things out from my website, have it on my bead mat and bead. And at the same time, have your drink, your mug of tea, mug of coffee, get your beading stuff out. You don't have to be beading the same thing as me. And we're going to bead along and we're going to have a chat. And hopefully you'll learn something new as well. And it might, if you're struggling with your mojo, it might get your mojo back. So date for your diary, not tomorrow, a week tomorrow, midday here, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3. So you're 7 hours behind. Oh, it's going to be really early for you, isn't it, Suzanne? But you'll be able to watch on catch up. And I will put the event out, hopefully today, and you'll be able to see the event in my YouTube and my Facebook page so that you can click for a reminder. Anyway, sorry, I think I've gone on a little bit, but it was good to have you join. And if you're joining a little bit later on, it doesn't matter what platform you're on, do hop in and say hello, because I do try and answer everybody's comments, even if you've commented a little bit later on. So anyway, love you and leave you. Thank you for joining me, and I'll see you on Thursday. Yes, she'll watch on the replay. Well, it's lovely to have you join, both of you. And thank you. There's bead embroidery. Carrie says she loves my necklace. Anyway, take care. See you soon. Bye.